Good news! I actually went to bed early last night. Like 9:30 as opposed to like 10:15. That's great. Bad news is I am still very tired. I didn't even leave that yawn to be on cue either. Yeah. And it's like, it was the bad kind of tired too, where like, I was clearly in bed for like over 8 hours, and I still can get up after the 8 hours. I'm like, really? I don't know. Maybe I'm starting to feel whiplash effect from like Super Bowl weekend. Although speaking of Super Bowl weekend, I cannot wait to see if obviously Kansas City's going to have a Super Bowl parade. But more importantly, I want to see if Travis Kelce has a speech. First things first. Good morning, Ed. Happy Hump Day, everybody. See, I bring up this because when the Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl, they had a parade in Philadelphia, and Travis's brother Jason actually had a speech. Very, very entertaining speech, admittedly. Used a lot of very colorful language. Language that, for the sake of the children watching, I am not going to repeat. Although it is on the internet, so you can definitely look up the speech at your leisure. But yeah, it should be very exciting. Another important note to bring up, and this actually is rather important because today is my father's birthday today. Yes, he was born on February 5th, 1959, making him 61 years old today. So, yes, it's my dad's birthday. Although a funny story happened yesterday. I actually did get him his birthday card, which I did say I was going to do, and I did. And I accidentally left it in a car that he was ultimately going to be using throughout the course of the day. So I'm thinking, no. He clearly saw what the card looks like, so I might as well give it to him now. So I did give him his birthday card yesterday, and I told him, I know you probably already saw it, but here. He's like, what is it? What do you think? He's like, I didn't see this. I'm like, oh, well, here you go anyway. So long story short, I gave him his birthday card yesterday. He was absolutely thrilled. He didn't show it, but he really was thrilled to get the card. Very thankful, And, my father is a very religious man, so as soon as I saw, because when you go to places like Walmart or Wegmans, places where you can get a birthday card, and they have categories like son birthday, father birthday, husband birthday, funny birthday, stuff like that. As soon as I saw a birthday card from my dad that was also religious, I'm like, I gotta get that one. So, yeah. It was very nice. And, actually, another funny story happened involving birthday cards is, my grandmother wanted to get a card for my father and my uncle. Because, believe it or not, both of their birthdays are actually really close to each other. One was born on February 2nd, so his birthday was literally Super Bowl Sunday. That was pretty neat. And obviously, my father's birthday is today. So I went to get, I was told to get mushy birthday cards. So I did. And funny enough, I did find one religious one for my father that still was awfully mushy. So, yeah. Needless to say, I'm hopeful that my father has a wonderful birthday today. I'm going to be seeing him later today. Don't really know what the plan is, if we're doing anything as a family or not. At least not now. A year ago, everybody went to Sorge's. like an entire month and change after his birthday last year, so maybe we'll probably do something like that. I mean, not everyone's going to be able to go. I mean, with my nephews still being as young as they are, I don't think they'll be able to go out into, the mainstream public yet. Although, full disclosure, when we celebrated my birthday a couple weeks ago as a family, this was like January 7th, I believe. Believe it or not, my nephews being at at that birthday party, was the first time they were like legitimately like out of the house for something that was not, doctor's office related. So, yeah, if I didn't already undersell how special that birthday was to me, like now you know. Like, my brother and my sister-in-law wouldn't do that for just anyone. So, thank you. The off chance my nephews are watching. Hi, your Uncle Nick loves you. Okay, so, yes, that was very exciting. I wonder if they'll follow my footsteps and make videos too. That'd be pretty sweet. I mean, I would be able to, it would take them a very long time to catch up with me in terms of how many days in a row they'd be doing it. If they didn't have the time to do it, really. But it'd be fun to see. Although, I think one advantage of when I started doing videos comes in the form of the fact that, like, when I started doing these, like, I really didn't have, like, I didn't have to worry about school or, like, what could potentially, take up too much time, anything like that. So, that's nice. I mean, as we all get older, we do have more responsibilities, even when even if you're like a retired person, I'm sure you have plenty of responsibilities to take care of. I mean, before my grandfather died, he was retired and, he definitely did a lot of stuff. Taking care of his house, being part of the, church community, stuff like that. So, I was actually talking to my mom last night, and, she really was just thinking of my grandfather. And I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking about him too. I mean, it's just one of those things where, you just ask yourself, did that really just happen? But, I'm taking it one day at a time. In the end, at the very least, me talking to her, like, made her feel a lot better, which is always nice. I mean, I'm glad that she does feel at ease knowing that, I thought about her. Let's see. It was actually interesting. During the reception, someone pointed out, because alongside playing taps at my grandfather's funeral at the cemetery, on trumpet no less, they also played Amazing Grace on the trumpet, which I don't think my grandfather ever really did admit to this, but I'm pretty sure Amazing Grace is his favorite church hymn. To be honest, I actually did used to really like it myself, until one Sunday morning when my mom and I went to church because we couldn't go on Saturday. Amazing Grace started playing. My mom leans over to me and says, "Your father loves this song. He wants the song played at his funeral." And that just shook me to my core. Because, the last thing I ever really wanted to think about was my own father dying. And now my mom is telling me that, when my father dies, he wants this song to be played. So now every time I hear Amazing Grace, I immediately think of the possibility of my father's funeral. Which, yes, I know is going to happen one day. And if he wants Amazing Grace to be played at his funeral, I'm certainly going to honor that wish. But man, that's like the worst way to ruin a song for anyone. It is. It just is. Although, I was about to bring up the fact that we actually could have had Amazing Grace be played on the bagpipes. They actually almost thought about doing it there too. I mean, in the end, I'm kind of glad they didn't, because even though I haven't really seen the movie all the way through, I know how Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan ends. And I have seen the scene that does play Amazing Grace on the bagpipes. Not to mention Futurama did something similar later down the line. So the novelty kind of wore off. Plus, again, I never thought I would ever hear Amazing Grace be played on the trumpet, so I have that experience, I suppose. Although looking back on it, I'm sure that Amazing Grace was my grandfather's favorite hymn, because he actually named his cat Grace. And when we asked why, he said, Amazing Grace. So, yeah, my grandfather had a cat. Don't worry, the cat's actually with the original owner, believe it or not, which, makes sense. She wanted to have the cat back, and, I mean, no offense to my grandfather, certainly can't really take care of a cat anymore, for very obvious reasons. So, yeah, I'll play it out. When talking to my mom last night, I did sort of ask, how's everyone handling it, and how's everyone doing? Everyone's good. Everyone's doing pretty good. Of course, because here's the thing, and I said this before, whenever my mom is off from work, she immediately just goes right to my brother's place and helps my sister-in-law take care of my nephews, which, it's a set of twins. Taking care of a baby is hard, so 2 of them is nothing less of a doozy. So, yeah. That really is a part of life. People go in the saddest possible ways, but people will be in your life in the happiest possible ways. Yeah, my grandfather's gone, but, I still have 3 other grandparents. Still have my parents, my brother, my sister-in-law, my nephews, aunts and uncles, cousins. I am not alone. I know for a fact I'm not alone. And even in the realm outside of family, I still have my brothers from Trinity Poly. I still have quite a few of the good people of Horsehead still around. Which reminds me, shout out to Peas Macarons. I hear you guys have a new storefront. It's so exciting. You haven't found them. They're actually doing really well. They have a new storefront. I don't know when opening day is, but as soon as I figure out when opening day is, I'm going to try and go. I do know it's in Horseheads, which, Horseheads is where I went to high school, so needless to say, I know that area all too well. Yeah. That should be, want to get that out of the way. I really don't have much else. I did mention that today is my father's birthday, which is nice. Even though I gave him his card and I hugged him yesterday, of course I'm going to give him a big old hug today. Because, he's my dad, so that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. It's probably coming across that, I am being a little nonchalant about my father's birthday, but I really do take this sort of thing seriously. In the grand scheme of things, that man is one half of the reason why I exist. He is essentially one half of the reason why I'm even here making these videos. So, yeah. I really do care. Oh, I care about every member of my family, actually. I care about this person more. No, I don't. I love my family. I'm going to love them till my dying day. And, if there's one thing I learned about my grandfather dying, is that life really does go on. But good things always come on the horizon. I mean, yeah, there's always the opening of peas and macarons I just mentioned, but other good things as well. So, yeah. Doing okay. Like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button, find me on social media platforms, on YouTube. I am very humbled I made this video for all of you guys who watch and enjoy for Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful hump day. And remember, if you guys don't want to talk, your channel is here to lend an ear. And I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. See ya. Oh, and in case you guys are wondering, if you see an older gentleman and all, looks exactly like I do, that's my father. So, wouldn't hurt to wish him a happy birthday today. See ya.